Hey everybody, this is Nick Kangadis for MRC-TV. We are in Washington D.C. on the National Mall at the March with Israel event rally. They estimated about 10 to 20,000 people here today. There is much more than that, and it is the mood of this. One woman described it as a celebration, and that's what it feels like. There's no hate. We haven't really seen any posters that slam Palestine or anything like that. It's really been a day of peace, and it's been beautiful. And we've talked to a bunch of people about how they feel about the conflict that's going on and the event that is currently taking place. So let's take a look at what people had to say.
You know, Jews, we love life. It's geschmack to be a Yid. It's, I don't know, search it up in translation. It's just a wonderful thing to be Jewish. I think the Jewish experience of 3,300 years of oppression and persecution, a perseverance, has allowed us to really just take things in stride and appreciate every single moment of life and know that there is a God in this world.
Well, this event today is really about standing up for our brothers and sisters in the land of Israel who have been under attack. A tremendous attack hasn't been seen in over 50 years. And there's hostages currently that have been taken. So, our heart and soul is with them, and we just want everyone to be safe. And, that's why that's our mood. We want everyone to be safe, peaceful, and etc.
We're for life. We stand for living, and we stand for hope and
peace.
And peace, and we stand for each other no matter who you are. That's why.
And what message would you like to give to people that are pro-Palestine or pro-Gaza, or I guess even pro-Hamas?
Well, there are three
free
Palestinians
from Hamas.
Yes.
Period. Palestinians deserve to live peacefully.
Absolutely.
And once Hamas is gone, peace will come.
Yes.
I think they should just do a little research and get to learn about what Hamas stands for. And I think once they delve a little bit and read a little more and get educated, they're probably going to change their minds.
I would like to convey that we need to move forward from 1948. We haven't been able to move forward, and it's a real problem that needs to be solved, but terror will not move it forward.
That you need to make an argument about what you want to achieve by sitting down and talking and pressuring politicians all over the world if you want. Whatever you think is legitimate to your people, you just need to talk about it, press politicians to do it. You cannot take guns, RPGs, butchering knives, and kill children. Kidnapping a 9-month-old baby. I cannot believe I'm shivering to my bones. Kidnapping a baby. Where would you hear about something like that? That is something that's just like there's no way in any circumstances that is reasonable. And until those babies, women, children are being brought back to their homes, nothing can happen. They cannot ask for anything on their behalf.
Jews and Arabs both come from Abraham, and we're really we're mishpacha, just once removed. And we have a lot more similarities and differences. We just have to focus on those. It's very easy to highlight negativity, but we have to strive to highlight positivity.
So we've seen videos, and I'm sure you've seen them as well, of what's been going on college campuses across the country, the signs of hostages and kidnapped people that have been torn down all over the country. What do you hope an event like this adds to the conversation and hopefully brings to some kind of peace?
I think for me, I want to remind Jewish people all across the globe how important it is that we stand united in support of our indigenous homeland. I don't wish any harm to come to any Gazan civilians. My anger is with Hamas, and when I see things like Glory to Our Martyrs on college campuses, it causes me to fear for my kids who attend those colleges. So I'm hoping that today is going to be a celebration of Judaism, a celebration of Israel, a celebration of our relationship with the United States, a celebration of democracy, and that's what I'm expecting.
Well, I would hope maybe people would be a little more educated about what is going on. I don't believe the people that are tearing down the signs really have a good understanding of history and knowing what's going on today. They just believe whatever they read on social media.
I'm from Israel just by an instance, but I would hope that a person that thinks that he can tear down those kind of signs, I could come up to him and say, would you want anybody kidnapped from your family? Would you be anyone raped, slaughtered, butchered? In any case, in any circumstance, even if you disagree with them about anything in the world, there is something that is so inhumane, unperceivable. This cannot happen in anywhere around the world. And anyone who talks about Israel standing down and thinking about the Palestinian people in any ways should think 7, 10 times how that will affect everything, and they would come to their doorstep. I'm being around the U.S. now, and I'm thinking twice about if I'm speaking Hebrew with my wife and kids, if I'm wearing any sign of Jewish symbols or anything, because we hear that everyone who's against Israel cannot make a conversation. They're just being violent. If you come up to me and talk about it, I would talk to you about it. But if you're just being violent, what does that say about pro-Palestinians?
We can peacefully coexist with people who have different views and different opinions. That's the most important thing, is there's room for everyone.
Yes.
And there isn't room for hate.
Some of the people, well, I like to believe that some of them who take the photos and the signs down comes from ignorance. They don't necessarily know what exactly is going on, what happened. Everything they hear is just what happens these days, when Israel bombs Gaza. I hope that we can send a message here.
There is a God in this world, and there are 7 laws for all of humanity, which we all must follow. And I think we should all strive to recognize these 7 Noahide laws, and in doing so, I think the rest will follow through.
Well, I hope when people see that there's a great turnout, there's many people who actually are pro-Israel, that hopefully they'll realize that there's another side of the story, and they'll get educated a little bit. And once you start getting educated just a little bit, you'll realize which side has the truth. And let me tell you, the Jewish people have been under attack, and this is our small land amongst 22 other Arab countries. And we're just fighting for our lives, just to be alive.
I really got to say, what a beautiful event. This is what protesting and this is what rallies should be. So until next time, for MRC TV, I'm Nick Kangadis.